sea returned a little child and laid him on the sand, as if the waves were asking us what kind of world we planned. His shoes were still upon his feet, his face turned toward the shore. He crossed the water seeking life and found no open door. No mother chooses open water, no father trusts the night, but war can make the darkest sea look safer than the fight. They left beneath the sirens with one bag and one name, a home behind them burning, a road consumed by flame. We watched from warmer windows, we argued from afar about whose child was welcome, beneath which flag or star. We had the ships, we had the space, we had the hands to guide, but peace was on the other shore, and children crossed and died. The sea should never bring us children and lay them at our feet. They should arrive through open roads with bread and somewhere safe to sleep. The sea should never carry the cost of human pride. No child should reach a peaceful shore only after they have died. We had another way. We always had another way. The leader spoke of courage from rooms untouched by fire. They moved the borders on a map and watched the flames climb higher. They never crossed the minefield, they never held the wound, they never heard a mother call through rubble for her son. They called the bombs protection, they called the armies brave, then counted all the children as numbers in a grave. The hands that sign the order will never lift the dead. The ones who choose the battlefield will sleep in guarded beds. They speak of necessary loss with clean and steady breath, but no war stays inside the room where powerful people met. The sea should never bring us children and lay them at our feet. They should arrive through open roads with bread and somewhere safe to sleep. The sea should never carry the cost of human pride. No child should reach a peaceful shore only after they have died. We had another way. We always had another way. A handful hold enough wealth to feed the world again, yet hunger sleeps in doorways and is blamed for being seen. We hide the poor from windows, we move them from the square, then praise the ones on mountains of wealth they never share. We call the empty-handed the burden and the stain, while those who hoard beyond all need are honored for their gain. There is enough for shelter, enough for food and care. The shortage is not money, it is what we through the night on homes and schools, and healers on keeping children alive. What if every classroom taught children how to mend? How fear becomes an enemy, how listening can begin, how anger moves through bodies, how wounds are passed along, how power without tenderness can make a nation wrong. We teach them how to march now, we teach them how to aim, we build the finest weapons, then wonder why they may. We know how to make missiles, we know how to raise walls, we know how to turn frightened boys to soldiers in our halls. But do we know how to listen? Do we know how to repair? Do we know how to build a world where every child gets there? The sea should never bring us children and lay them at our feet. They should arrive in living arms with names we choose to keep. The sea should never carry the cost of greed and war. No child should cross through terror to reach a safer shore. We could build another way, we can still build another way, where wealth becomes a shelter, where power learns to care, where every road from violence has welcome waiting there, where peace is taught in classrooms and healing futures start.